I'm Real Genetic Demon, and this is What's on the Tape, Season 21, Volume 6. It's the second part of this tape, the side which says 87 on it, and the number 2 sort of there, another a Memorex from there. Anyway, it's the new year. Happy New Year to you all. I hope you had a reasonable time, and the last week hasn't given you too much grief, especially going back to work for most people. Anyway, let's get this into a tape drive. Right, the tape's in the drive, so we'll go down to our favourite. We'll go down to basic and load it, or load speech marks. Load it, there we go. And we'll push the play button and we'll see what we've got. Last week we had a nice mixture of strange and wonderful games that we hadn't seen before. We got quite a few management games, actually. I quite liked a few of those. There were some really good ones that popped up on the whole thing. So, anyway, there's one called Me. I don't know, it's about me. If you can hear, I'm still getting over my cough. Unfortunately, though, there's a little side effect of my cough was that I've managed to pull my chest, and as a result, I don't know what ME. What's ME? Go and try it again. Give it another go. Come on. Yeah, I know. Error, tape loading error. Let's try again. As I managed to pull my chest muscles, which have, of course, then pulled my back and caused my sciatica to go off. So I'm at sort of a strange sort of pain threshold at the moment. I went to my chiropractor and she's poked at me and it's one of those points where she pushed the particular point of my chest and my back, and I went, oh my god, all the pain's gone. But she can't walk around all day holding me like that. I mean, although it would be nice, but it can't really do that. So I've got another appointment next week. I wasn't even sure I was going to be able to make this video today because I've been sitting down for a little while. But thankfully, I can't think of a game, Spectrum game beginning with ME. ME, Spectrum game. I'm gonna Google quickly there. Yeah, so I wasn't really sure I was going to be able to make this video, but I've managed after all. ME. What could ME be? It's not got even any clues to what it is. I'm gonna try and just load the beginning of it and see whether we can actually get the sort of the whole thing to kind of just load. Let's just try and load ME. It was capitals, wasn't it? Hang on. We'll try ME. And let's just see if it'll load that first bit for me, and then we can maybe press break and see if I can find out, if I can get an idea of what it is. It was quite a good tape this last week for actually loading when we actually got to it, and I realised that the golf wasn't actually not calculating something. No, it's not going to do that. That's no good. It needs to be load dit. It's not ME, it's something else. So let's just have a load dit here. We'll see if we can break it like we used to. You know, we used to break into them and do the pokes. Okay, wait till this stops, then we'll press the escape key. Break. Break is not working. They've disabled it already, and the little short bit of code. That's no good. Right, we'll try it again anyway. We'll give it another go. Might try it in the other tape deck in a second to see if that helps. No, it doesn't like it. It's one of these turbo loadery things. Oh, what can it be? I hate it when we've got something like this. It's a mystery, isn't it? I hope you had a good New Year, though. You know, besides, I think everybody in the entire country was sick or is getting sick at the moment, unfortunately. But I do hope you had a nice New Year. I suspect it was the COVID. No tests came back positive and such. but hey, it is what it is. I've got coffee. If you've got coffee, get coffee or beverage, whatever beverage. What beverage are you drinking today? What are we all drinking? Are we all detoxing? Are we doing was it January, dry January or whatever it is? I just find that a bit weird, dry January. Oh, we're gonna go for it. Yeah, I always find it a bit weird, realistically, because I don't. Why does it have to be? Why January? Why pick up all January? I don't. December can be a bit of a hectic time for sort of drinking and whatever else is, but it feels really bad that January is particularly that. You know, I mean, mind you saying that, I suppose we could have dry February, couldn't you, and things like that. I'm not a quitter, you see, so I'm not worried. Well, to be fair, I'm not a big alcohol drinker. Don't mind it, like it, loved it in the younger days. You know, when I was younger and my metabolism could actually handle this kind of stuff. I'm going to have to fast forward through the song because we have no idea what it is, I'm afraid. Yeah, when I was a bit younger, you know, when you could drink all night and then you'd wake up in the morning with a hangover, obviously, but by lunchtime you're kind of all over it. By your third pint the next day. No, I'm only kidding. Well, am I? We've all done it. We've all done it. This is the boring bit, trying to find the next bit. It was a good, as I say, it was a good tape last week. I was quite impressed by it, to be honest with you. Taking a little coproximal at the moment. That's what I've taken a little bit because it's a little bit like the back pain itself. If you've ever suffered from, well, it's sciatica is the symptom. It's not the actual diagnosis, if that makes sense. So if you've upset your sciatic nerve, you get shooting pains down your legs and in your back. And it's not very nice. I describe it as somebody sticking a razor blade into my back and just holding it there. And that's kind of how it feels, and it's worse depending on how bad it is. And then occasionally you move it, and it's like somebody moving that thing in the back. It's not a nice feeling. But coproximal, quite a nice little, takes the edge off. It can't be used continually. That's what I was on very strong versions of that when I was last time I had my back. Fist too. I like a bit of fisting. Right, so this isn't Fist 2, it's Fist Plus, right? Fist Plus. This is the follow-up to Way of the Exploding Fist. And it should be like International Karate. It should be absolutely awesome. It should be the 3-player version of International Karate, and it should be awesome. But it's not. There is something wrong with the hit detection on it. So instead of being the awesome follow-up to the original Way of the Exploding Fist, which is one of the greatest beat 'em ups, that and Barbarian. If you were around the 80s, Barbarian, Way of the Exploding Fist, and probably IK Plus or IK International Karate were the 3 greatest beat 'em ups he played. These were the days though when they were more what I would call traditional fighters rather than sort of, you know, your more modern day sort of I guess street fighters and other things, because these ones are sort of one hit you down. Same with Barbarian, there was a bit of chopping in that, but it was pretty much sort of a one hit death sort of system. The best version of that, of course, a good example of that for that one hit and that sort of very beautiful sort of Japanese aesthetic from those movies from the sort of the 60s and 70s is on the PlayStation 1. There was a game called Bushido Blade, and that was very large arenas which the players could run round in these arenas, but it was one-on-one fights, and the fights were literally over in the slash of a sword. You weren't surviving that, and it was very 2 men running at each other, and that sort of shing of the weapons pulling and cutting, and then one man dying, and that was very stylized sort of approach to sort of I guess I kind of like it. To be fair, in a strange sort of way, it semi came back with the modern day sort of movies like John Wick, or even to some extent, the sort of the sort of the story of Nobody. If you've not seen that one, I like Nobody better than I do John Wick. Funnily enough, I think it's more a grittier saga, but it's very much it's a brawl, it's a fight. stylized in John Wick, stylized in Nobody more of a brawl than anything else. I mean, it's the original, going back to the original Old Boy, not the remake with Joss Brolin in it. It's the original a sort of Japanese version of Old Boy. That whole fight in the corridor is phenomenally well shot. I'm definitely gonna have to get a few sort of kung fu movies out. I mean, originally they all ended with one big fight at the end. It was like not a massive brawl or whatever else. It was that fight against that one big bad guy. You know, that kind of thing at the end of it. The whole thing that early action movies as such. Bruce Lee was sort of there. They tried to make what's he called? Oh, the other chap, the one who's the he was in Rush Hour and other things. Oh, it's on tip of my tongue now. Can't remember his name. He got a computer game after it. They tried to make him the next Bruce Lee, but he didn't have the same style. And you can imagine that, can't you? Bruce Lee had he had poise and he had style, and I can't remember his name. You'll all know who he is. It'll be in the comments below. You'll be all going bonkers right now, telling me who it is. Oh, I'm googling it now because I need to know who it was. Right? Okay. So who was in Rush Hour? Because he was also in Cannonball Run as well, wasn't he? Rush Hour. Who was it? Cast and crew. Do you know something? Why can't I remember this one? Jackie Chan. How can I not remember Jackie Chan? That's just terrible. I can't even believe I can't remember that. Anyway, Jackie Chan. They tried to make him into Bruce Lee at one point. And they did I think it was the Drunken Master it was called. But that in fact, the Drunken Master probably suited his style better rather than trying to be Bruce Lee. You know, that's what they wanted him to be. But he's not. He's a different kind of fighter, but to be fair, his fighting style is fantastic. But it's hilarious to watch in things like Cannonball Run because they slowed down the fighting because the American public wouldn't be able to handle the speed at which Jackie Chan could fight. You know, so they slowed it all down. It's ridiculous, isn't it? Can you imagine that nowadays? No, nobody does that. So all action movies are full on, full tilt all the time. However, all movements are exaggerated massively. If you're fighting for real, it's all close and tight, so that you don't have to put yourself at risk by extending too far. Yeah. Anyway, but Fist Plus, good bit of fisting. Is a 3-man version of International Karate with I think it's like Times Square that you kind of fight on as well. So it's a nice combination. It's nice. It's good. I'm jabbering a bit here. I think the drugs have got in my head. It's all good. It's probably better than the gun to my head. Well, I've probably got it in my back as well. I'm drinking my coffee now. I'm going to pause for a second. Pause and consider the loading of fisting. It's actually I just find it's quite a hard one to get. It's got a terrible cover as well. It doesn't look like anything like International Karate because it was put out by It's Clobbering Time. I mean, seriously, it's Clobbering Time? What's that about? Right, okay, drinking coffee. Define keys. Look at that. So you can see how they're all there. 4 to define keys. Which player? A. Up. Oh, bombs. I made a mistake. Yeah, I made a mistake there. Let's do that again. 4 to define the keys. Player A. I'm going to go with the same keys that I would use for International Karate. Up, right. That one. Right. Down, left. Up, left. 1 fire. Perfect. Right, okay. So we'll play 1 player game. First bout, novice rank. See what I'm saying about the thing. But there are... The contact's bad. See how I haven't made contact with anybody yet? So... Yeah, now they've made contact with me, but but it has to be very, very accurate and perfect. Whereas I think you had a little bit more. There was less. There was more give. There was more give in the original Way of the Exploding Fist. Which is a shame because, as I say, it should be a classic game. Fist Plus. Score at the top of the screen. The same idea as International Karate. There's another one down. But they also have terrible AI. Look at this. It's just trapped in the corner. He's terrible AI. Yeah, both down there. He's got me down. I'm almost there. I'm crying hard here. You can hear me to listen to me. Sort of not. I can't even work out how to turn around. I've got the same number of stars as they have at the top of the screen. Blue is on his way to winning this though. I went down there. I wins is knocked out. That's fine. I wins the bout. Player 2. So I'm still in. Prepared for the second bout. I think there's like a secret levely thing. Yeah, as I say, it just doesn't feel as there's something not as responsive about this as there should be. It should blow. You know, it should be Way of the Exploding Fist 2, but it's not. It's Plus because it was published by a different publisher rather than Melbourne House. There's issues here with it. That shouldn't be here. Yeah, issues that shouldn't be here with it. It's all right. Yeah. There we go. Oh my god, this is terrible. I mean, cry. Do you know what I mean? There's just something not right with it. It's not perfect, and it's just not good enough. Realistically, I mean, it's great, but it's awful at the same time. It's not the game you wanted to play. It's not Way of the Exploding Fist made into an international sort of karate sort of thing. It's just not perfect. Anyway, I'm gonna quit there. I'm gonna go on, and we'll see what else is on this tape. ME. So we might have a lot of karate games on here. It's possible, you know. That was a hell of a loader, though. That was massive, that one. It was just gigantic. Of course, it was one of those staggered loaders that BT were very keen on, or British Telecom, or Firebird, as their branding was. Well, Firebird was sort of this staged loader thing, so if one part failed, you could go and do something else. Psycho Pigs? Or Psycho City, because there is a Psycho City from, which is a oh god, what is it? Players premium game. There's a Psycho City. It's made one of these default sort of what it's called, default sort of, you know, one of these 3D world builders for the whole thing. That doesn't look like it's loading. That looks like it's crashed. Severely crashed. Let's put it in the other tape deck and see what happens this time around. Let's give it another play. We're not doing very well thus far. It's only C30 to C60, so there's only 30 minutes of loading time on it. So thus far we've only loaded probably 10 minutes worth, maybe 15 with that other loader. That was a bit of a long loader. There we go, Psycho. can't think of a Psycho that was out there. There's probably loads of games called Psycho on the Spectrum. This is where I completely don't know what's what on the Specky. Let's find PlayZX. Let's search. Oh, there's lots of Psychos. Well, we can try any one of these. There's also a Psycho Hopper. I think this is Psycho City because that looks like a player's loader to me. And I've seen a few, and they have a player's premium sort of loader. So I think this is Psycho City. Psycho City is not brilliant if it is Psycho City. Psycho... I'm trying to see if I can see what that is on the top of the screen. Can you read that? Code by Charles. Code by Charles. Charles Bice. Oh, right, okay. Copyright. Oh, it is Players. It is Players. It's Psycho City. 100% Psycho City. I might even have Psycho City standing by. But it's okay, we got it on PlayZX, so Psycho City for players. It is. It's not Psycho Soldier, no. No, it's Psycho City. It's definitely a player's game, but which as I say, not the best of games, but it's all right. I've actually got a recording of it, funnily enough, on my sort of. I do a little bit of pre-recording. I managed to get a little bit done in the new year, which was quite nice. I managed to get a little bit done, but I've got some videos. Some of them go back to early to 2022 actually. So there's a few there. One of them's Psycho City, and the reason I haven't posted it is it isn't that great a game. So. Sometimes you just don't post them. It always surprises me that sometimes the ones that I don't think are very great, everybody loves. I mean, I did a little while back. I did an Amstrad CPC one for what was the game? Bad Dudes versus Dragon Ninjas, and I thought that it would sort of bomb. Nobody would really watch it because, well, you know. But then I played it and I found out it was awesome, really, really good for the Amstrad CPC, and everybody loved it. It's always strange, always confuses me what people actually want to watch. That's really bad. Have I got? Come on, I'm looking behind me to see if I've got it on my shelf handy. Psycho City. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah. Let's see if it's behind some of these shelves here. I don't know when I downloaded it. I'm going to stop that, by the way, because that's just horrible. Let's stop the horrible noise. We'll stop it doing the horrible noise. Yeah, I haven't. It's not where I would think. I don't think it's where I think it is. Hang on. Let's have a little look. See if I can find it. Let's see if I can find it. I'm looking behind me now. Hang on. Digging behind me. I'm having a look. Having a wander. Having a look around the room. Psycho City. Psycho City. Nope, it's not there. Can't see it there. Where else is it? Let's have a look. Oh, it must be close by because I obviously played it. Crime Busters. Boo. I can't find it. It's not handy. I'm sorry. It's not handy. Coming back. It's not handy. I'm tried. It's not handy, I'm afraid. Let's see what other Psycho games are on here. Let's see what else we've got on the Psycho games. Let's see what we've got. There's one here from 1983. It's a really short loader, but it sounds interesting. So we'll stop that. And we'll do a load dit on this. And it just sounds... It's by Elisa? Sounds like something from Silent Hill, doesn't it? If it's from there. That's called Psycho. plenty of games out there called Psycho, isn't there? Loads of them. Lots of games out there called Psycho, I'm sure. Not that many on PlayZX, though. Got Psycho Soldier, which, of course, was the follow-up to Athena. Very weird. The arcade version is a Japanese schoolgirl jumping along levels. It's very weird indeed. But reminds me a little bit of Sun. But Sun's a much better game if you've ever played the Capcom game Sun, which is basically on the story of Monkey. We're very Chinese and Japanese today, you know, with the stories and things. It's funny because I got a lot. I don't know if you remember this if you were young enough to remember this, but we had the Monkey on the TV. Remember Monkey? I used to watch that. I used to love that. So we had quite a lot of that kind of bits and pieces. Before starting with Elisa, please enter your name. Probably doesn't want to let me in if I'm called Demu. Demu! I'm going to be called Demu. Try to answer the questions in the correct English. Type the word I in capitals. Be serious and honest in your answers, and your work with Elisa will be almost rewarding. Do you want to print out? No. Enter the key to start. I'm not sure what this is about. What's your problem? I've got a bad back. No. I'd probably have to write it properly. I have a bad back. What's she going to say? Because I'm called Demu. She's thinking. She's thinking. She's thinking. She's thinking. Still thinking. Say, do you have any other psychological problems? Do you have any psychological... I have loads of psychological problems. I'm Gen X. I've got loads of them. I was Gen Z and even more. No. No. Are you saying no? Just to be negative. Yes. Here we go. She's psychologically analysing me. I've been analysed by a spectrum. Are you sure? Yes. Are you repeating yourself? Yes. It's like ChatGPT but bad. Do you know ChatGPT? What's the question mark? Probably won't like that actually. I'll do you know ChatGPT? Thinking about it. Gone off to the internet to do all that AI stuff. On the spectrum. We were discussing you, not me. Oh my god. Did you know something? I'm not even continuing. Let's press let's press enter and let's press break. Ha! Broke you. Let's list the program. There you go. You can probably find out all her responses in here to all of the keywords. There's probably a keyword there. What's Antword? Let's look at that. No key found. Love you. I want to be able to. Data. There you go. Yes. Lots of data on that one. Right, okay, let's do new. Let's load, see what else is on this tape. As Psycho City didn't load. I will have to put that up now as a video. Not this week, but next week probably. Now that we haven't seen it. It's not the greatest of games. Got a lot of swastikas in it, to be honest with you. quick loader though. Well, to be fair, it was only a 3-minute loader, but that's because it's one of these turbo-y loadery things, so that's probably why it didn't work in the first place. Double dragon. I bet it is as well. Because we gone on the karate side of the tape. That's what it is. We're on the karate side. That's double dragon. A game that you start off remembering. You remember fondly to begin with, and then you realise that you didn't really like it. I mean, I played this. I remember playing this last time round. I think I played it on the Spectrum, and I played it like really far through, and I didn't really want to. So we won't be doing that if it is Double Dragon, because we did. Oh God. I think this is another Players Premium game. For some reason. I think this is another Players Premium just because of that loader. I'm trying to think. Let's just have a little look and see if the word double appears in here. This is not going very well. That's not loading very well. Let's see if we can find it on PlayZX. Let's see what PlayZX does. Can't be. It might be Double Dragon, but I don't know. Let's find the word double. Double. There'll be loads of double. Dream Master Software, Double Dash, Double Dare. 17 minutes of Double Dragon 2. Double Take, maybe? The re-release? Double Dare, Double Dash. Let's try it in the other tape deck and see if we can get to load. I just want to try and see if we can get a screen at least of something so that we know what we're roughly looking at. I'm struggling here a little bit because the things go through me quite quickly, if that makes sense. The chemicals. Would help if I put on load here. I said to my other half, I said I don't know whether I'll be able to make this week and actually do it, but I really wanted to play Spectrum games. I'll be honest, I really did. I was desperate to play some Spectrum games. I like playing Spectrum games. Now this is such a great excuse to do it. Mel the bell in the comments. He found. What did he find? He posted it online. Picture of somebody's cassette tape sort of strewn on the floor, broken cassette, and he put what's on the tape on it. I thought that was quite nice that he'd done that. I don't know what's on the tape though, Mel. I've no idea. Good chance we can't put that one back together again. Don't have a. Was there ever a variation of a tape deck that you could, take the reels from, for the. Did you know what I mean? My thoughts here being that your deck is broken, but you could get your tape and put in another casing to get it working. I mean, you could have technically unscrew them, but I wouldn't really want to mess with all the little plastic parts that are in them, because there are quite a few plastic parts of them. Double Take. There you go. I did say it was maybe Denton Designs. Double Take. This is where you fly around as a coat. Yeah, exactly. You are a coat, a deadly coat. I think it's basically Double Take. It's. I remember the picture. I'm sure is. Not sure whether it's Bob Wakeland or not. It could be. And they had this sort of. I think it was doors going into doors over sort of desert. It was like somebody done like June, but like over the top of June. Certainly appeared on the cover cassette a couple of times, and of course Denton Designs are responsible for Transformers, the game for Ocean as well. They did a few games actually, did Denton Designs, but Transformers was also Denton Design. Some better than others as they were, but the beauty of the 80s was the games were relatively inexpensive, and experimentation was actually part of the process now, the creative process. Imagine that creative process when creating computer games, a process that certain companies are lacking nowadays. If they just call it a first-person shooter and stick the words Call of Duty on it, that's everybody buys it. It's the same blooming game every time, but everybody buys it. Yeah, but the point is that that back then experimentation was a thing, and experimentation does happen still nowadays with the indie side. I noticed that CD Projekt Red, who are the people who are responsible for Cyberpunk, have outright come out and said that they don't want to be bought by a bigger company. They want to continue to be independent and create their own games. Good on them. Good on them. And as far as I understand, they're pretty much reasonable eggs in the world. They're reasonable human beings. There was a few people complained, I think, a little bit about crunch, but that was not quite jumped on by CD Projekt Red. But it was kind of. They did something about it. They dealt with it. Well, crunch, of course, is gonna happen. Crunch is where programmers program, to the last second so that they can get a game out on time and on schedule. And of course, that really is that crux of a computer game of selling things and whatever else is if you build the hype for something, you have to hit your deadlines. Wouldn't it be nice if they could build them, and not have to worry about hitting the deadline? But That's what they do, unfortunately. Right, we know what the game is. Let's see if we can get it to load from the PlayZX. Now that we know what game it is, let's give this a go. Let's see if we can get PlayZX to make it work. Double take. Double take. I've got the re-release, which seems to have a better loader on it. So we'll go with the re-released loader. Yeah, a lot of companies suffer from crunch at the last minute. It's like anything else, though. It's like any project. I think you could probably say that about most things. I'm sure it happens in the building trade, because they set times and they usually have penalties for not achieving those timescales for building. And certainly, if you've got projects and things that need to be done, you're going to have that for any kind of project, realistically. So in fairness, I time slips sometimes, projects slip, but of course, and then there's often a bit of hard work from people to try and achieve that sort of last minute sort of last minute sort of production of the whole thing. I love the change when they change the borders. I know I've said this before, but I really do like it when they put all the colours on the edge of it. It's really cool. The old colouring of the spectrum. The sort of the arcade colours, the sharpness of the arcade colours. Spectrum has such a weird palette though on the scale of things. So you do not think it has a weird palette. Think about let's think about the old brown beige enemy, the Commodore 64. Of course, not really a brown beige enemy, just a competitor. But the developers of that spent an awful lot of time creating this palette that was subtle and could work together. It ended up being, I think, quite washed out. But you could see where they were going with their pastel colours. The Amstrad CPC, on the other hand, has what I would call a much more arcade palette. It's the kind of colours that you would have seen in arcade games. And the Spectrum's just like, I don't know, sharp. They're sharp colours because it's just it's quite a limited palette, isn't it? It's sort of 7 colours, but then there's like bright and there's dark versions of those palette. But it's a very sharp palette of 7, and it is the basics. It's like, greens and magentas and cyans, and then dark blues, and then reds and yellows and whites and blacks, and it's just a very sharp palette. The Amstrad, of course, palette was about 16 colours in total. Spectrum's probably 16 colours if you include the various sort of levels of dark and bright, but in the real terms that is hardly used. On this screen here there are some points, I think, where you've got the slightly grey or white, which I think always amused me. The Spectrum turns on, it's got this what I would call a grey white. Off-white as its main colour, but yeah, it's just one of those things, isn't it? It's just you would love. I think we'd have all loved a larger palette as such. Right, I'm not sure what the keys are, but we're going to go with this one. Oh, we get to choose. So, left, right, up, down, fire. Confirm, yes. So, there we are. Oh, I've put the fire is rubbish. It's also the pause. I hate it when it lets you do that. Is there a quit button? Oh, my health's going anywhere. They're killing me. Yeah, those things are killing me. Can I go to the next room? Can I move into the next room? No, I have to go through those portals there. I'm not sure what I'm doing, but it looks good. Looks good. Looks a good game. It's like I'm flying around as his jacket. These guys are gonna kill me. Come on, kill me. That was a mistake, putting space. Why did I think it was not going to be something so? Why did I think it was not going to be something so simple? All right. Whatever's happening with that yellow and red bar at the bottom of the screen, it's happening quite quickly. I think while I'm getting attacked, it does something. I can't believe space is pause. Well, makes stands to reason that something was going to go wrong there. And back again. Flying around. I don't know why I'm flying around, because I just want to die. Come on, get me. Oh no, I've got another life. Oh. I can't fire. Can I get press enter to go in there? I can't even press enter to go in there. That's so annoying. Come on, guys. You get me. How many lives do I get? Come on, kill me. I'm not going to press enter next time round. Press any other key other than enter when I get killed here. There's like 4 of them attacking me now. 4 of these no, there's even more. There's another one. There's 5 of them attacking me. That's it. Just get me. Kill. Rip my coat apart. That's ripping my sheepskin apart. Sort of. Right, I'm going to drink coffee while that's doing that. Ooh. Oh, that's good. Right, come on. No enter though this time round. Any key but enter. Because that must be quit. Any key but enter. Here we go. They're going to get me now. Almost there. Stomach. No. That's so annoying. Right, I'm moving on. I'm so annoyed by that. I'm moving on. I'm sorry I didn't show you any other rooms. It has appeared before on What's on the Tape. I'll be honest. It has been a game that has turned up in the past. We've well, where are we? What's this? Oh, Red Moon. No idea what Red Moon is. But anyway, it has turned up before in the past. Oh, multi-loader. Oh, 128k. Multi-loader. Multi-face 128k. Stop. We'll redo this with 128k. We'll do it in the 128k mode. I don't know Red Moon, to be honest with you. I have a feeling it's an adventure game of some sort. I think so, anyway. We're about halfway through the tape. It's not bad, actually. We're doing quite well. We might go into overtime here, even though I might. To be fair, is my back still sore? I think that the chemicals are helping. I think it's still sore, but it isn't sore anymore in my head. Those are kind of good. Those are good chemicals. Those are. No idea what Red Moon is. What do they call Mars? They could call that the Red Moon, though. They call it the Red Planet, don't they? Oh, it's like that one with Val Kilmer in it. Do you remember the Red Planet with Val Kilmer in it? Had what's the name of that guy? Had the girl who played Trinity in it. I can't remember her name either, to be honest. I can remember Val Kilmer in it. And it came out the same time, I think, round about the same time as Armageddon. And everybody loved Armageddon, I think. Was it Armageddon or something else? Or was it another Mars-related one? No, I think it was something else. Because Armageddon was the same time as Deep Impact, wasn't it? And most people preferred Armageddon to Deep Impact. Because although, you could stick Morgan Freeman in a movie, you just can't make it good. It was just too serious, whereas Armageddon was just an action adventure. The part I love most about Armageddon is I'll press in this story. Big meteorite heading to planet Earth. They want to split meteorite in half, so they need to hire the best drillers in the world, i.e., people who can drill holes in underwater and whatever else it is. And the main character is called Harry Stamper, played by Bruce Willis. And they need to bring these people who are experts at drilling oil, places where other people can't drill, to fly up to this place with NASA and land on the thing, plant some nuclear bombs and split this great big rock that's about to end the Earth as it is. But when they go get these guys, to bring them together, to bring this team together to land on the rock, all they have to do is drill. After Harry sort of convinces them to do that, they go to get the team and they get them there, and they basically do tests on them to see whether they were psychologically or physically fit to fly into space. And every single one of them fails. And then the question is, can they drill? And they go, yes, so they approve them all. So listen, they're effectively all misfits. It's brilliant. It's a brilliant idea. They're all completely unhinged individuals, but it's absolutely fine to send them to space as long as they're just drilling holes. It's a ridiculous story, but anyway, Deep Impact, similar sort of vein, but this is all professional spacemen landing on it and all this kind of stuff. I mean, seriously, you've got Bruce Willis in it. He can't, because it's going to get more ridiculous than that. But anyway, the other one that I was thinking of there was Red Planet. I'm sure there was another movie at the same time. There was a similar sort of thing, something to do with Mars. I can't remember what it is now. It was very much the same ilk as Red Planet, but Red Planet was the one that was least liked out of the two of them. I quite liked it. I thought it was quite fun. It was a bit silly. And it wasn't too serious, if you ask me. So I quite like that one. Oh, there we go. Your score is 50 out of 1,000. You are a whinging, whatever else it is. Would you like another game of yes? What now? You are on a wide, flat, grassy plain, baked with yellow sun. Exits to the north. There's a steep rock slide. East is a pothole. There's a grassy mound. Let's go south. Is it loading? What the hell are you loading? It's so weird. Are you loading the game? Okay. North. Look. Rocky slide. Exits to south. Southeast. A junction sheep tracks. Northwest. Northwest. Always follow the sheep. A volcanic outcrop. Northwest to the rocky path up to the volcano. That's it. You are on a rocky path to the volcano peak, zigzagging between the leaning pillars of jagged lava on the ground. It's sharp like grey coral, exits the southeast to the Sony's path. West, crumbling edge of... Yeah, let's go west. Sounds perfectly safe. Crumbling edges. You can see a dagger. Oh, get dagger. Up. Okay, can't go up. Up the volcano. West. You're falling. It's dark. West. You can't move that way. Do you want to live again? No. That looks like a great game. No. Let's just load it on the next one. That was fantastic. I really enjoyed that one. Not at all. Yeah, I'm sure that was a level 9 game or something similar. They were kind of a lot of Cyclone. This is quite good. This is the one by the same people who did TLL. To be honest with you, so Cyclone is one where there's a big cyclone going around and you have to rescue people from islands. Very much like being in Britain at the moment, because if you ever look at a map of Britain right now, everything's just one gigantic puddle, apparently, apart from up in Scotland and in the north of England, very north of England where I live. Everybody else is a gigantic puddle. It's just wet. Do you see that guy who built literally a wall around his house so that he wouldn't get flooded? I've got to give him much respect for that. However, to be fair, at the same time, it cost £600,000 to build this effectively wall around his property so he wouldn't get flooded again. But apparently he'd been flooded 11 times since 2016. 11 times! Seriously! How annoying must that be? No wonder he built a wall around his house last year. Been building it for a while apparently, but yeah, built a wall around it. It was on the BBC News. It was quite a weird scenario. The thing is though, I'm gonna do the little. I live in a city which floods, has flooded in the past. We have 3 rivers that go through the city, one very major one and 2 minor ones. When the tide is high, and it's raining heavily, the rivers themselves, because we're so close to the sea, fill heavily. In 2005, the entire half of the city was flooded. It recovered. They built flood defences, which were then inadequate when it flooded again less than 10 years later. It went over the flood defences and flooded other areas of the city. They since then have increased the size of the flood defences, but nobody's really who's lived in the flood areas ever really recovered from it all. The first time around they called it a freak instance, and the thing is, anybody who knew the history of the city knew that it flooded. What they did do was built houses on all the floodplains, now embankments around the edge of it, effectively building dams that at some point were going to overfill and pour water everywhere. Why did the council allow them to build on the floodplains which are there naturally to allow floods to flood into it and not into people's homes? Your guess is as good as mine, because the land's cheap, I guess. I genuinely think that a lot of this comes down to poor planning. You can reduce floods by planting trees and natural defences further up the rivers, into the mountains and other things around where I am. They should be planting more trees by the river itself. They haven't done so, but they've built stupidly large barriers, which will only work for so long. And if forget sort of environmental things, global warming is happening. Keep cutting our fuel bills, but not cutting our fuel bills. But if global warming is happening, then the chances are that the water will come over again in the next 10 years probably. It's a disaster realistically waiting to happen. It's really bad. It really is. It's not fun. It's not clever, and I don't like it. And I don't like the way that it seems perfectly natural for people to. These are the instructions. I love the way that these work. So I've got up, down, OP, X is forward, ends to change view. Right, okay, so there's altitude, speedo, fuel gauge, and all these other things here. Anyway, push the buttons. Got to collect 5 crates and return to base and rescue survivors for extra points. So we're not actually rescuing survivors, we're rescuing crates. They're probably full of council monies. Anyway, I think you press N. No, not N. Is it M for map? Yeah, you can see where I am, helicopter. You can see the cyclones at the very top right-hand corner of the map. So we're going to go up. And we're looking for crates, basically. To rescue. Crates to rescue. We're rescuing crates. I've just crashed the helicopter. Look how good the graphics are on this, though. This is a great looking game. Yeah, a great looking game. Map. I want to go towards Enterprise Island or Claw Island. This way. Oh, right, fuel. Oh, I never... Oh, I should have fueled up, look. I'm looking at not watching the fuel go up, look. How many people shouting I needed the fuel? You were all shouting, weren't you? This way. Flying away from the... flying away from the... Oh, flew into the blooming tree. Rubbish. Let's try again. One more go. I'm going to wait for the fuel to fill up first. Is that... Do you think that east thing is where it's pointing to a crate? Where it says E for east? I think that's a crate that's pointing towards. Or is that just the direction I'm pointing? No, it's the direction I'm pointing. Oh, don't be so silly. Banana Island. We'll go to Banana Island. It's full of banana-rama on the island. Beware of aircraft. Yeah, okay. Full speed ahead. Uh-oh. We're coming in. We're coming close to the cyclone. Beware aircraft. Come on. Where's the island? Banana Island. Oh, look, some people. Peoples. Oh, nearly. Let's get a person on me helicopter. There we go. Down we go. Jump on! Jump on, little human. You are saved. You're saved too! Probably not, because I'm probably going to get them crashing into something, but... Anyway. Banana Island has nothing on it other than... Oh, no, it's got crate! So we want... We'll crate. We want banana people. 5 crates. 5 crates. There's a crate there. Totally confused. Not to be confused with human beings. One of the 5 crates is collected now. Graphics are fantastic on this one. Real sense of powered forward. Rescue this lady. Rescue, rescue, rescue. Right, okay, let's go back to our base of operations, which is on Base Island, obviously, because that's a good name for a island. Base Island. It's double base island. Cyclone is coming our way. Beware of aircraft. I don't think I've ever actually managed to collect all of these. Simple enough game though. Oh, have I lost it? Oh no, it's kind of let me have the crate. Excellent game. Excellent game. I kind of recommend TLL and Cyclone are some great little games, to be honest with you. TLL, Low Level Tornado. TLL? Tornado Low Level, sorry. Another fantastic game. Well worth playing. Really, really good. Really, really, really good. It might be on here. This is probably what's on here. Wouldn't be surprised if it had TLL. Dragon Tractor? Oh, I don't know what this is. It's probably the last thing on the tape as well. And hopefully over the next week I'll recover nicely. My chiropractor will make sure that I'm feeling comfortable and I will stop. Still, you can still hear me coughing on during this. My coughing will stop. I hope you've all had a lovely week, though. I mean, I do. I mean, it's a bit of a funny week, isn't it? The one after Christmas and New Year. I mean, Christmas and New Year, if you've been off during it, you feel like you've been off for about 17 years, and you go back to work and you're like, how long has it been since I've been here? What's my password? Yeah. What does my job? What do I do? No more Baileys on cornflakes either for the morning. It's not the way to start the morning. Not the right way to start the day. No more drinking and chocolate and turkey. You never want to see another turkey again for another 12 months. That's it. No more turkey. No more turkey, no more sprouts. Roast potatoes, though. We like roast potatoes. We'll still have roast potatoes. Don't want to see anything else, though. No more chocolate. Can't do any more of that. This is why you detox, isn't it? In January, I think I answered my own question here. You know, I'm no more drinking in January. I've had, too much drink over the New Year, festive New Year. It's no wonder though, because you do actually genuinely believe that it's been about about 2 or 3 months that you've been, locked in with a cupboard full of liquor. That you're forced to kind of drink yourself and with the family, and there's some kind of weird thing going on where you must have a drink in your hand to feel comfortable, still wearing the Christmas hat from Christmas Day when you get back to work. It's it's a weird scenario that we all go through. Oh, I still got coffee. It's good. It's good. I think I've got this game. I'm not sure what it is. The problem is with I kind of pride myself on, with my exception of my Spectrum collection, I kind of pride myself on, and only because it takes ages to load Spectrum stuff sometimes, I pride myself on the fact that I've pretty much played every game that I actually own. I have put it into whatever device, and I've actually played it for at least a few minutes. So for instance, I got quite a number of new Switch games for Christmas. It was sort of raining Switch games. They were all relatively cheap and inexpensive ones, but I got quite a few. I think I got about 10 Switch games because I like them. I think it's one of the last few physical media devices out there. I don't know what they're going to do with the new one. I think that we're getting a pro version of the Switch in the new year. I think that's happening. I kind of like those things, and so I got those, and I've played every one of those games that I've actually got. I got the Taito Legends one things, which is basically re-releases of original arcade games. Yeah, you can get them on MAME or whatever else it is, but I still like those games. So and getting them on the Switch is quite good fun. I know you can probably mod your Switch to put the thing on, but it's quite nice to have those things. I did play most PlayStation 1, 2. I don't have a 3, so that wouldn't happen. But 1, 2, original Xbox. The Sega Saturn. Everything that I've got on the Sega Saturn, I play. I've got a bit of a. I love the Sega Saturn. The Sega Saturn was brilliant. The thing about Sega Saturn, I don't know how many people had this, is that was before the PlayStation 1. And it had, of course, the support of Sega, so it had Sega's games coming onto it, mainly things like its Virtual Fighters and other things like that. It was quite amazing, realistically. What have we got here? A-Z-N-M J-K. Right, okay, I'm looking for that. I think I pressed 1 to play. Or 4 for keyboard. 4 for keyboard. Enter for a new game. Steve Turner's game. Right, okay. Oh, yeah, I remember this. It's a weird game. Move. Project thy soul Yeah, this is weird. Yeah, I've played this before. It's a strange game. I'm not sure what it's about, but it's got the weird movement thing going on. Project thy soul. I'm going to project. Uh, helping hand. God, I've got a little servant. I don't know what he does. Look at that. Wrath of Bane. Graphics are good. I don't know anything about the game though. I don't know what we're playing and what we're doing, where we're going through, what's where, how have I ended up in this bit here, how I get out of this bit, let alone anything else. Is it Dragon Trock or something like that? Talk? How about we do a servant again? Servant. Helping hand. I've got my servant thing. He's moved off. He's moved off this mortal coil. Yeah, I'm not impressed by that particularly. Let's see what else is on here. Let's see if there's anything left. I don't think there's much. If there is anything, we're going to have a little look now. Let's have a quick look and see if there's anything left. We'll see if there's anything left on this disc, on this tape. I don't think there is. I think we're at the end. And if I am at the end, that'll be the first episode of first What's on the Tape of 2024. A year that doesn't really have any importance to me. Loads next year. No real important birthdays, no nothing. But this year, that's it. There's nothing. There's a little bit of tape left. I'm gonna give it. Let's give it a play. We'll see if we get anything. No, that's it. We're all done. We're all good. So first episode of 2024. Happy New Year to you all. I hope you have a good, productive, interesting year. I don't know, whatever makes you happy, basically. I've been your host, Real Genetic Demon. Thank you for watching. Please feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you later. I'll see you soon. Bye bye now.